It's still a very strong market. However, we're starting to see that normal seasonality in the market come back into play. That's not to say that it is a bad time as a seller to hit the market. It's just that things generally move slightly slower. Happy October. I am Melanie Hunt, and I am back here with your As the Market Turns September real estate update in the Atlanta Metro. Last month was really surprising. We were seeing that the seasonality was kind of taken out of the market in August, with prices continuing to rise and price per square foot continuing to rise. Well, the story is this month, we're seeing that seasonality come right back into the market. In September, what we are seeing is that there's more inventory sitting on the market for longer. So our days on market are up a little bit. Our sales price is down just a touch. Our price per square foot is down just a touch. And the average price that sellers are receiving, sales to list price ratio, is down just a teeny tiny touch. All of these numbers are still very positive. Now, if you're a seller and you are thinking about selling this fall, it's going to become increasingly more important for you to prep your home properly so that you can stand out amongst the competition. As more and more homes are sitting around, buyers are going to become a little bit pickier. We're already sensing that they're starting to become a little bit pickier. Prices are just really high, and interest rates are really high. So because of that, buyers are just finding themselves feeling like it's really gotta be perfect. It's gotta be the right thing for them to feel happy about pulling the trigger on it. So right now, let's talk about sales price. Sales price, we're at a median of $386. That's down about $7,500 over August median, but that's up 3% year over year. So what I like is that the market really pulled back last July, August, September. That's when rates really skyrocketed. The market really pulled back. And so now that we're seeing this year over year data, and we're able to kind of compare last year to the current year, where it's more like a normal market. We weren't seeing these sub 4% interest rates anymore. We're being able to more or less compare apples to apples. And when you look at a 3% appreciation over year, that's pretty fantastic, when most of the experts thought, well, we might be looking at a depreciation. The average sales price for last month in the Metro Atlanta area was at $465,140. That's up about 5.5% year over year, down about 10K over last month. Very normal for September to be lower than August, and August to be lower than July. That is what our normal seasonal market in Atlanta typically does. Price per square foot, we're sitting at a median of $187. That's also up 3% year over year. And the average is at $201 a square foot, also up 3% year over year. Both of those are flat over last month. So while the overall price dropped a little bit, the price per square foot is holding the same. Probably a better indication of where values are. Days on market, we're at a median of 15. That's up 7% year over year. So things are moving slightly slower. We're seeing that normalize. The average days on market is 32. That's up 23% year over year. Those are both up 2 and 3 days over August's average and median, respectively. Pretty normal that we see things slow down a little bit in the fall. That's not to say that it is a bad time as a seller to hit the market. It's just that things generally move slightly slower. Shows to pending. We're at 8 shows to pending on average. What I find interesting about that is that it is about 11% less than it was year over, like last August. And it's also pretty significantly less than the height of the market when we were at like 15, 20 shows to pending. This is a good indication of current buyer demand and activity in the market. Like how many buyers are going out and looking at properties right now? 8 is a great number. In a normal, like pre-COVID market, we were seeing on average of like 4, 5 shows to pending. So 8 is still fantastic. Shows per listing, we're at 4.4. That is up about 2.5% year over year. It's down from about 5 in August. So a little less buyer activity in September versus August. That could be due to a number of things. One, it could be due to the fact that rates went just a little bit higher this past month. Two, it could be due to just normal fall slowdown, seasonality. We see that's very normal. Nothing shocking or surprising in these numbers. All pretty much what I was expecting to see. But what I love to tell you about is just how strong of a market it still truly is. Sellers receiving 100% of their list price in an average of 23 days or less, pretty fantastic. Your odds are pretty dang good as far as being a seller. On the flip side of that, as a buyer, there is opportunity in this market right now. If it's your chance to buy, we're seeing a lot of negotiation happen.